Hello and welcome to the news at 4. You're taking a live look from our Rose City sky cam. Things are warming up outside right now, but rain and colder temperatures are on the way. Joe Ranieri will have more in just about 10 minutes. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us on this Friday.
Here's what's happening. The Washington County Jail is trying to get a handle on a recent COVID-19 outbreak. Family of some inmates there are worried proper care is not a high priority.
A random attack in downtown Portland leaves one man with a fractured knee, and it was all caught on camera. Police need your help to find the suspect.
And some Oregon school boards are pushing to get rid of masks for students before the state drops its mandate.
But we begin with some breaking news out of Lewis County, Washington. A shooting investigation is underway in Chehalis. The shots were reported near Southwest Alfred Street and Saunders Way. Information is still coming out. The Chronicle newspaper is reporting a person has been killed and an officer injured. We are working to confirm those details, and we will continue to keep you updated.
We're also learning of a shooting near Heritage High School that's in Clark County this afternoon. One juvenile was hit in the arm and taken to the hospital. It happened around noon on Northeast 131st Avenue. That's a few blocks away from the school. The sheriff's office says there were about 20 to 30 Heritage High students gathered at the time of the shooting, and they believe it stemmed from an ongoing gang dispute.
Well, school district leaders across Oregon have a big decision to make, and soon. On March 31st, districts will be able to choose whether to require masks.
Christine Pinawanich has been looking into this. And Christine, a couple of school boards are already planning to make masks optional sooner than the state deadline.
Pat, Brittany, as many of us know, the issue of masking in schools can get parents and the community really fired up pretty fast. In fact, the Malala River School District canceled class today because of anti-mask protests this week. Now, the school board there also made a big decision related to all this last night, voting in favor of directing the superintendent to create a plan to make masking optional by March 3rd. That is ahead of the state's March 31st date, when the indoor mask mandate will be dropped at the state level.
In all reality, we're looking at a matter of weeks before we're back into compliance. I strongly believe that this resolution is much needed for our district, and the sooner we can implement it, the better.
One board member disagreed with the moved up March 3rd date, saying he's heard from other students and teachers who feel the district should wait until March 31st, when the state will allow districts to make masks optional. Now, this week, the Redmond School Board near Bend also made a big decision, directing its superintendent there to create a plan that would make by March 2nd masks optional for students there. We also checked in with Portland Public Schools. Of course, that is the largest district in the state of Oregon. And as of right now, still no decision yet as to what mask rules it'll have once the state drops the mask mandate. Back to you.
All right, Christine, thank you. Family members of an inmate at the Washington County Jail are frustrated about why he was moved there from a state prison. It happened as the jail was experiencing a COVID outbreak. Tim Gordon joins us in the newsroom. And Tim, he was brought there for a court appearance.
Yeah, right, Brittany. Seneca Kaysen entered the jail on his 25th birthday, and within a week, he was sick with COVID. His family says he did not need to come here. We spoke to Kaysen's mother and father today outside the Jail and Justice Center in Hillsborough. They explained their son's case, which includes a kidnapping conviction involving an estranged girlfriend. Kaysen has served 3.5 years of a 6-year sentence in state prisons. In late January, he was transferred to the Washington County Jail for a court appearance here. That's where he caught COVID. In fact, he was one of 49 inmates to catch COVID during an outbreak at that time, according to jail officials. That's about 11% of the total jail population. Kaysen's family has made several complaints about his stay there for more than 3 weeks now, starting with the COVID.
His face is sunken in. He looks ill, and he hasn't had a shower. He's had 3 showers in 26 days, 3 showers, and not 1 shower since he's been out of quarantine.
We've been fortunate. We've had 0 cases that required any medical treatment outside of the facility.
We spoke with one of the managers at the jail. Lieutenant Vance Stimler says they've worked hard to manage COVID there and that showers are offered on a regular basis.
Our general policy is that you have an opportunity to shower every day if you have COVID. It's twice a week. Once you're post-COVID, it will be back to every day again. And there's out time provided to all adults in custody every day.
Still, Kayson's family is concerned about his living conditions and says this all could have been avoided if he could have made a video appearance from state prison.
It makes no sense. The jail already knew they were in the middle of an outbreak. They're bringing people in who don't need to be here.
Now, it's important to note that the jail does not decide who comes in as an inmate. In this case, a court order brought Kayson back in person. Ironically, because of the COVID, he made a video appearance anyway. We'll have more on this story at KGW.com.
All right, thank you, Tim. Violence and crime are among the top concerns for people in the Portland area. This next story, not going to ease that worry. A stranger punched two men who were standing outside a downtown Portland hotel in an unprovoked attack. It was all caught on camera, and now police are looking for the attacker. Mike Benner talked to one man who was hit and knocked out.
It was very shocking and very surprising.
Jason Eckerberger is still in disbelief over what happened on a downtown Portland sidewalk in late January. You may not believe it either, had security cameras not captured it. The 56-year-old was standing outside the Embassy Suites talking to the valet when a man approached from across the street. The hooded man knocked out Eckerberger, then punched the valet who came to his defense.
I thought maybe something on the building had hit me or somebody's car had hit me. I had no idea that someone had punched me.
Eckerberger, who fractured his knee in the fall to the pavement, says he doesn't know the man who attacked him, adding that what you see in the video was totally unprovoked.
He's listening to his music. He's either smoking a cigarette or he's got something he put in his hand to pack his punch. And was totally casual about the whole thing.
Wouldn't even say that happens every day, but certainly when it does happen, it's very concerning.
According to a spokesperson for the Portland Police Bureau, Central Precinct's neighborhood response team is chasing down leads in the case, but assistance from the public would be very much appreciated.
We certainly hope that that through coverage from your stories and just from investigation, we can determine who's responsible for that and get them arrested and get them referred to charges.
This is not his first rodeo.
Jason Eckerberger is hoping the attacker is captured sooner rather than later. He fears what happened to him and the valet will happen again.
We need to get this guy. He's going to do it to someone else. He was way too casual with this thing. It was like not a big thing to him.
Yeah, it clearly did not look like a big deal to that attacker, who we're not getting a crystal clear look at in that video. He appeared to be wearing a gray and either blue or denim jacket with a hood and some dark pants to go along with it. If you recognize this guy or know anything about this case, you're urged to pick up the phone and call the Portland Police Bureau. I'm Mike Benner for KGW News.